Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do a Killer Sudoku at the expert level. Let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so we will do the easy one there, 2 there, 7 there. 14 plus 2 is 16, plus 16 is 32, plus 7 is 39, so that's got to be a 6. So if you remember my rules, adding the numbers 1 through 9 gives me 45, and I'm looking for, at this point in time, vacant cages, or what I call odd cages. So full cage, full cage, full cage, full cage, part cage. So that just gives me an easy way to do it. So this is going to be 1 and 2. This is going to be 7 and 9. Okay, so what else have we got that we can see that's easy? So once again, we've got what I call a spare cage. So 15 plus 14 is 29, plus 12 is 41, so that's 4. To make that cage total is an 8. And so 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 8 is 21, plus 15 is 36, so that's a 9. And because that's to make that 14, 9 plus 5 is 14. Alright, what else have we got? We're just working our way through it. We can see that we don't have a lot else at the moment, so we've got to work our way through it. So 15, with 15 I can have 4, 5, 6, 7, something, something. So that makes sense. 2, 5. What else are we looking at? So if I've got 13 plus 7 is 9. 13 plus 7 is 20, plus 9 is 29. So that's going to be 16. Does that help me at all? 16, not really. So I know that's 1 and 5. Because I know that's 1 and 2, that's going to be a 1. And that's going to be a 5. As you can see here, I don't do notes. It's just, I like to enjoy the challenge of it. So no notes here. 1 can be here or here, because that's a 1 on a 1. 2 can be here or here. So this is 1 and 2 there. Okay, because that's 1 and 2. So 2 is going to be here. Is that right? No, 2 could be there. So let's disregard that. But 1 has to be there somewhere. Okay. What else have we got? So I know that's 16. Let's just play around with these and see what these two cages do for me. So 13 plus 7 is 20, 29, 38, 40, 56, 64, 77. So that's 13. So we know it can't be 6 and 7. We know that that's going to be one set of numbers, but we just don't know what that's going to be the other way. 13, 20, 29, 38, 40, 56, 64, 77. Okay. So we could have done that the other way. So if that's 13, that's going to be 11. Plus 15, 16. So that leaves out these as 19. So 1 can't be there, there or there, which we knew said. So that makes sense. Also knew that 1 couldn't be there. Okay. $21, 10. So let's play in this space. So that could be 9, 4 and 1. Or 8, 3. Can't be 8, 3 and 3. 9, 4 and 1. Can't be 7, 6, 5. 5. So this is actually 9, 4 and 1, which means that this is 8, 5, 3. Okay, 8, 5, 3. So that means that that can't be 8 and 5, which means that that's got to be 9 and 4, so that's 8 and 5 there. So that's got to be 5 and 1. 5 and 1. 9 plus 14 is 23. 33 plus that is that. So 33 plus 6 is 39. That doesn't make sense. 9 plus 14 is 23. 33. 34. So how did I get that to be 8 and 5? So what I'm saying is that got to be, oh, that can be 8, 5 and 1 there. Eight, 5 and 1. So 9, 3, 4. Okay. So let's do this. 9 plus 14 is 23. 33. 7 makes that 1 and 5. 9. 1 and 4. 9 makes it 1 and 2. Okay. So 9 can be there. It can't be there. So that's 8 and 6. So if that's 8 and 6, this is 9 and 4. 1 and 2. So this is going to be 16, 3, 5, 8 in some order. So 3, 5, 8. 3, 5, 8. That has to be, if that's 3, 5, 8, which we agree that that's 8 and, no we don't. Alright, once we crack open this, we are good, but until that, we don't have a clue. So 6 can only be here. That can't be 8 and 5. It can be 6 and 7. Or 9 and 4. I had this up. 5 plus 20 is 25. Plus 17 is 42. 62. 75. 85. So these two here are 2, 2 and 3, or 1 and 4. If that's a 4, yeah, okay. So 2 and 3, 1 and 4. So 1 has to be there. No, it doesn't, because 1 could be there. 3 and 5. Okay. Gee, this one's just not coming out for me, is it? 22 plus 6 is 28. That will be 17. 17 plus 16 is 33, which makes sense because I've got that. So that's 33. 5 plus 20 is 25. 33. 42, 51, 65, 75, 15, 7 and 8, or 9 and 6. Okay, so that got somewhere. We've got another number, but what that means is that the 9 has to be there and there. So that's 9 and 4. So that has to be 5 or 8 there. 1, 2. So 9 and 9 is 18, 32, 42, 1 and 2. Can't be a 2 because of that 6, so that's a 1, that's a 2, that's going to be a 7, this is going to be a 3 and 4, but I don't know what order, so that leaves this as 1, 2, 8 and 9, so 8, 9, 2, 1, so 2 and 8 there. I know 8 and 6 is there, so we know that that's 3 and 7, so that's going to be 3 and that's going to be 7. So 1, 2, 3, so this has to be 5 and 4. So that there is going to be 7. 4 has to be here somewhere because that's going to be 1 and 4. 2 has to be there somewhere. Okay. So 22 plus 6 is 28, plus 7, so that's 10. So we know that this is 4 and 6. We just don't know which order. 8 and 5. So 6 is out. 5 is out. 6 and 7. 6 can't be there. 6 can be there. Yep. 6 can be there. 6 cannot be there. So 6 can be here, here, or here. Okay. So we know that's 8 and 6. So 8 has got to be down there somewhere. So 6 and 2. So 2 can be there, there, or there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 has to be there. So that's a 4. Okay, so that leaves me 11. So that can be 9 and 2. Or 5 and 6. 3, 4. 1. So 2 can't be there. I knew that. 2 can't be there. 2 could be there, but 8. Okay. So that actually tells me what that is because of that 4. So that's a 3 and that's a 2, which means that's a 2 up there, which means that's an 8 and that's a 6. This here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 5, which leaves me as 7 and 1. Okay, so therefore I now know that that is a 1 there. This is going to be 8 and 9. This is going to be 3 and 4. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2. So if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that's 8 and 9. We know that that's a 2 over there, so that's 19, so it's 2 and 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, that's 4 and 6. Okay, so 11, so it can't be 4 and 7, can't be 5 and 6, so this can be 2, can't be 2, so this is 8 and 3. If that's 8 and 3, that's got to be an 8, and that's got to be a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, that has to be a 2 there, and that has to be a 1 there. So once you've got 9 and 12, you've only got a 1 and 2 number left. That 2 was there. Okay, so 8 and 3, 8. So somewhere down here there's an 8. Okay. 8 and 3. Can I do this without a 9? So 6. So I've got 8 out. 6, 7, 5. So that 9 has to be in there somewhere. Okay. What is my 11s doing? So I can't do 7s because of those two. I can't do 2s because of that. I can't do 3. So this is 6 and 5. Because of that 5 there, that's going to be a 6. And that's going to be a 5. So if that's 13, which we said, and let's do this. So 11 plus 7 is 18, 38. So that's 7 plus 13. So that means, oh, I already knew that because I knew that was 6 and 4. But anyway, we just did that to find out that was correct. So that can be, because this is 9 and 4 and 6 and 7, that's got to be the 5, and that's got to be the 8. So 8 can be one of these two. So this is 4, 8, 17. So this is 7. So it can't be 2 and 5, can't be, so it's 6 and 1. So 1 makes sense there. 1, if that's 1, 8, 1 and 8, that's got to be a 7. So that can't be that, right? Because that's 7 there. So that is a 1. That is an 8. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 9 and 4. Because it can't be 6 and 7, can't be 8. So that's 4 and that's 9. So this is 1, 8, 5. So that's an 8. That's a 1. And that's a 5. So this is a 3 and 5 here. So because of that, that's a 5. That's a 3. Which leaves for the 13, the 6 and 7. Okay. Still don't know where the 8 is. So 8 and 3. So we do know. So that's a 3. That's an 8. That makes that an 8. That makes that a 9. So what this is 9, 7, 4. So the 4 is there. I just don't, oh no, sorry. 9, 7. So this is 7. What is that? 3, 5. So 7, 3, 5. Because of that there, that's a 5 there. Because of the 7 there, that's a 3. Because of that, that leaves that as a 7. So 7 can be one of those two. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 9. So 9 has to be there. That has to be a 3. And that has to be a 7. The reason that the 9 had to be there is if it was there, that 1 broke that thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4. So, oh, you know that's 6 and 7, so why'd you put 9? Okay, made a mistake. Told you it was 6 and 7. I got, oh, look at that, that'd be 9. Because it's, don't know why. Sometimes I am just the silliest person in the world. Okay, so I know that's 6 and 7. So because of that 6 and 7 there, that's got to be a 7. That's got to be a 6. I'm going to make sure this is 2 and 4. I'm really annoyed at myself for that error because I was so close and I was doing so well. So 2 has to be there. 3 there. 9 there and 8 there. Okay. So, struggled with that a little bit today. We did that in just on 19 and a half minutes. Really made a stupid error. Told you every time, 6 and 7, 6 and 7. Then goes, oh, look, let's put a 9 in. Anyway, got it done. A little slower than I would have liked, but we got there in the end. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye for now.